H-1B visa shocker. The random lottery is being replaced by a wage-based system. Some say it's the end of the H-1B lottery forever. Others say it's just another way to rig the system for big tech. Who really benefits?
You're not taking a decision overnight. A lot of people don't have Aadhaar, and then what they do is they put their passport.
Yes, and I've seen a lot of those stories. This afternoon, we'll ask, is this a fair, reform or just the end of opportunity for students and early career workers? With us is none other than attorney Chand Parvathaneni, and we are taking our live calls and comments as well. So welcome Chand once again after a big hiatus, I would say. How are you doing today?
After a long time, and a lot of things are changing too quickly on the immigration side. Too many new memos coming out each and every day. This week I saw 3 new memos come out talking about the good moral character for citizenship, talking about a lot more things. So I think things are changing very quickly. A lot of new changes are in process. Like the topic we're discussing today, it's a topic that's in process. It is not finalized yet, but the government is taking steps towards making the rule final. So a lot of things are happening, and so hopefully we will have a very good discussion on what's going on the H-1B side and how these things could impact the economy, the jobs, the universities, the students, and so on.
Right, Chand, absolutely excited. Yesterday's topic is, as you can see it on the screen, is the H-1B lottery now a pay-to-win system? So, folks out there, what I can say is type lottery or wage in chat, which system feels more fair to you. And we would like to also know if you are excited about this new change that is coming up. So, let us know just by typing lottery or wage. And Chand, I think without further ado, let me ask you my first question that I have today is what does this wage based system actually mean in practice?
Sure. So this time in the proposal, what the DHS, Department of Homeland Security, is calling it as is a weighted selection process. So they're saying that it's going to be a weighted selection, and what that means is it is not going to be a random lottery. It is going to be weighted on some criteria. So they're talking about weighted selection, but again, in the end, I think they're going to use wage as a criteria to assign this weight. So they're going to use some factors. I mean, again, theoretically, they can use a lot of factors: somebody's education, somebody's experience, somebody's salary, and so on, to give that weight. But again, based on the draft so far, I mean, based on the discussions that are out so far, based on what the administration has done in the past, we see that it is going to be tied down to the wage. And just to give a historical background, in 2021 January, just before the administration left office, they actually finalized the rule, and the rule came out in January 2021, just before President Biden's administration took office, where the final rule stated that no more random lottery selection. It is going to be based on the wage levels, wage level 1, 2, 3, 4, and based on that is how the lottery will be done. But what happened was there were court battles back in 2021, and the courts ruled against that final rule. And due to that, the whole court battles, Biden administration went back and said they will not implement that rule, and that is what happened in 2021. So at one point of time, this rule was a final rule, but the courts did come out and say that there are some problems. And back then they said they did not follow the APA rules, the Administrative Procedure Act rules, and use that as a reason to go back on that rule. And fast forward to 2025, the administration has taken this as a priority. I think most in the industry do understand that a random lottery probably is not the right way. But I mean, again, wage level is probably not the right way either, because there are so many problems with using the wage as the criteria. So in terms of what does it actually mean in practice, it simply means that it will not be a random lottery. Instead, USCIS will prioritize petitions based on the wage level offered to each worker. Theoretically, there are four wage levels: wage level 1, 2, 3, 4. Wage level 4 means it is the highest wage level. And again, somebody who's working in San Francisco versus somebody who's working in Dallas, the salary is going to be different. For the same set of job duties, for the same wage level, the salary is widely different based on where you're working from. So what that means is, just because you're offered a high salary, say 150K versus 100K, does not automatically does not put you in a better off spot. The reason is it is also the wage level. So they're looking at not the absolute wage, but the wage level. So the general rule is employers must use the prevailing wage data published by DOL, and whoever is giving a higher wage level for that particular particular place of employment will be rewarded. So what that means is no more randomness, but bias in favor of higher wage levels. Okay, not the absolute wage, but the wage levels. And that is what I think is the goal of this whole process that is in play. And before the final rule is published, a lot of things will have to happen. People have to comment on it. People have to give their opinions. USCIS definitely will look at some of the comments. So they will definitely take some of the comments into picture. But we probably are going towards a wage level based system instead of random system.
Correct, Chand. And I think to most it sounds fair, and to many, maybe not. But we're excited to know, friends. I'm really happy that every one of you have joined us here on Immigration Talk Show. I'm your host, Napasa, and today we are chatting and speaking with none other than Attorney Chand Parvathaneni on this very important topic for today. And I can already see a lot of you have joined, and I'm very, very happy that you have. A big hello to Swapna, saying hello, team. So thank you so much, Swapna, for excitedly waiting. And we're very happy to have you as well. And Rag, hello, Nipa and Attorney Chand. Good to be back after a month. Thank you so much, Rag. It's lovely to see you after a real long time. 1 month only, huh? But it felt so long. And also, Seema, thank you. We are going to take up your question. So, very, very interesting one, actually. So, we are going to take it in a little while. So, stay with us. And Chand, well, I do have more questions. So what can I say? And that's all for part one of Immigration Talk Show. We'll be back with part two in the next video. So, don't miss it.